17 years ago, heroes rose against impossible odds to defend Sandpoint against darkness. Giants fell. Dragons burned. A rune lord returned from death itself. And through it all, this town endured. But stories don't end where the songs stop. The skies hang a little heavier now. Storms last longer. Dreams don't stay where they belong. And some say it's just bad luck. While others whisper that Sandpoint's run out of time. Beneath the cobbled streets and chapeled walls, something ancient stirs, a pact unbroken, a hunger waiting. Now, new eyes turn towards Sandpoint, not with reverence, but with purpose. What was buried will surface. What was broken will bleed. And what was prophesized begins. This is not a tale of rising heroes. This is the slow unraveling of peace. This is the reckoning. This is the return. This is doom. What's up, my gnomies? I'm back in the saddle as your Chaos Master with my table of players and all new characters. That's right, Bob has gone silent. How we pulled that one off, I'll never know. But we still have Matt.
We sure do.
Mark.
Hey.
Brian.
Hello, friends.
And the voice that was Bob, Dimitri.
You know I can switch characters, right? I don't.
No, Altitis, no.
I'm not always Bob.
No.
Be the Bob you wish to see in this world.
You can't keep bobbing into every campaign.
We will be taking you on an adventure in Galarian's famous Sandpoint as we play through the Pathfinder Adventure Path, 7 Dooms for Sandpoint by James Jacobs. This is a level 4 to 11 adventure. However, the player's guide has a Your First Adventure that we are going to use to level up our characters and establish connections. We are playing on Foundry Virtual Tabletop, so you will hear my players curse their dice, I'm sure.
Why are we rolling dice?
You are free to roll your own dice if you would like, but I know some of you prefer the nice convenience of Foundry Virtual Tabletop dice.
Yeah, conveniently rolling a 5.
It very consistent for one of us.
The logo will change. Oh yes, the logo will change. That one, that's gonna be a 5. That one right there.
Well,
everyone has made level 1 characters to begin, and we have taken off the training wheels for character creation. All Pathfinder 2nd Edition content was available as long as it was common, though some caveats may have been requested for uncommon items. We are playing with the free archetype variant, but I have another change my players here are hearing for the first time with you. A small change to hero points.
What?
What?
I'm making a small change to hero points.
How small?
We don't get them anymore?
No.
Like, you're going to start giving them?
Don't be Troy.
I'm still going to give them out the same way. However...
can't divide by 0.
You can, it's just 0, right?
It's not.
I was never that good at math.
It depends on your calculator.
I'm going to let you guys turn them in addition to the regular standard rules, to give your roll a +1.
Okay.
So the thought behind that, I actually picked this up on YouTube from Lunatic Dice. The guy is Pablo, and he recommends it. And I thought this sounded cool. It gives you the option, if you know, like, you're really close and you don't want to risk rolling better, but you think maybe this can turn into a success or a critical success with a +1, you could take that option and try it out. Okay. Especially if you've been in a combat long enough and you know, like, where the saves or the AC is at, or you know the debuffs you got on it. man, I think this +1 could get me a extra success or something.
That would be a very nice thought if you didn't put us into situations where we kept crit failing, for which we need those hero points. So while I do appreciate you giving us the option of +1ing, I anticipate that none of us will have enough hero points to +1 because we're trying to survive.
Well, I'll do my best to make sure the economy is a little friendlier.
Are you the hero point central bank?
I am.
The hero point reserve?
Yes. Based out of the Bank of Abadar and Magnamar.
Our hero points of fiat currency, I believe they are.
Well, they are GM fiat.
So it's an option that you guys can look at. If it doesn't work out for you, you don't like it, and no harm, no foul. The hero point still works the way that it did before.
Are we
just giving you another option with it?
Are we going to be doing the cards?
Yes. Yeah, we'll still do the hero point cards.
Okay,
Great.
So we can spend the hero point on a card that had been drawn with them. We can spend the hero point to +1 a roll, or we can spend the hero point in the traditional fashion, which is to reroll or to recover.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So just another little option. All right. Next thing, let's review your first adventure here. I'll kind of go over how that works. The actual adventures your group takes part in are represented here as obstacles. These are a chance to earn victory points and extra treasure by using one of 3 checks to overcome the obstacle, as described in the text entry. At an obstacle, each PC must attempt one of these 3 checks to earn victory points according to the following results. Critical success, the PCs gain 2 victory points. Success, the PCs gain 1 victory point. Critical failure, the PCs lose 1 victory point.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm sure that won't be relevant.
Yeah, nobody rolls 5s.
The issue is not rolling 5s. The issue is whether a 5 is a critical failure. Are these obstacles going to require a certain number of successes to overcome?
Yes.
It says that in the instructions.
So to triumph over this obstacle, overcome this obstacle, your group must accumulate a total number of victory points equal to the number of players minus 1. If your group consists of 4 players, you must accumulate 3 victory points to overcome the obstacle. Proceed to the triumph entry. Defeat. If you fail to overcome the obstacle, your group fails at their adventure. This does not equate to a total party kill, though. Instead, you'll be rescued or otherwise escape from the situation. You'll earn fewer rewards, but each PC will earn a hero point to help them in the next obstacle, and then proceed to the defeat entry.
Right, but speaking of hero points for that, you can spend a hero point to re-roll the skill check.
Yes. Yep. And everybody is going to start with 1.
Yay.
I'll jump us in here in a moment to...
Are we going to do character introductions before we start the adventure?
I was going to let that happen as we get going.
Okay.
Okay.
In medias res.
Yes.
So
yes,
what
indeed.
I'm going to start with the first entry, and we'll kind of introduce the characters during that. I kind of rewrote it a little bit to fit more with how our party is made up with the ages and everything. So we'll go that route. You guys ready to do this thing?
I've been ready, dude.
You've been ready?
Yeah, we have been.
That was overwritten, and
the hype train was running last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The hype train has already pulled into the station. This is where the hype train slows down.
Well, so hype train got suplexed.
I mean, I hope I wasn't riding the hype train at that point because I would be upside down.
All right. Well, the hype train is floating over Sandpoint.
Choo choo.
What's a sand?
We zoom in on the Rusty Dragon Inn. There are a few patrons left as Bethana is seen cleaning up the last of the plates from breakfast. We see a character appears to be searching, talking to other patrons. Matt, who do we see?
See a tall, red-haired elf, hair coming down to their shoulders. Their hands have oven mitts currently on them. and they are poking around both cold storage and the back of the oven, and eventually turns to Pathana and says, "Where did my mushroom dumplings go? Do you know? I don't understand. I asked for them to ferment for a day or so until they were ready. How dare you?"
Do you know the dumpling man?
The dumpling man?
The dumpling man. Do you know the dumpling man whom I left in the cupboard?
Yeah, apparently. Takes off the oven mitts and throws them theatrically in the air, and they kind of float down in what looks like a natural way and just kind of hook themselves on the wall, and just puts his steeples his hands under his chin or their chin, and just is gesturing around the kitchen, looking around, and just feeling rather exasperated. How dare you?
Pathana says, I don't know what happened to them.
Well, they were going to be delicious, and I'm certain that they will be missed. Well, I shall go and gather more dumplings, more mushrooms, to make them happen again.
Why don't you come out here and help me clear the last tables? You can make yourself useful around here.
Fine. Huh. Just goes out into the common room and begins to gather the dishes, and mumbling under his breath about how beneath him this work is, and don't you know who I am, and blah 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 blah.
Just a quick question for those who don't actually know who Pathana is. Could you describe her?
Pathana is a halfling. She used to be a waitress here at the Rusty Dragon Inn, but in the absence of Amiko Kaijitsu, now currently the Empress of Qianjia, Pathana runs the Rusty Dragon Inn.
Yes. All right. So you come out, and you're kind of huffing around, mumbling under your breath, and table, 2 patrons seated at it, 2 rough-looking men, look like they might be dock workers, or maybe they work in one of the lumber mills. The first one says, "What's the matter?" And the second one chimes in, "Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll."
Fucking did it.
No, not what you've done. No, not what you've done.
Are you going to tell them they've doomed Sandpoint?
No, not yet.
This is one of the 7 dooms.
Yes, right.
The mushroom dumplings.
Stolen mushroom dumplings.
I mean, apparently we have
Another
to
one.
watch out for arrows to the knee as well.
Another one, he puts his finger up and goes, "Come here." Yeah, kind of ushers you over with his finger. "Hey, you look like you might be interested in," his partner interrupts. "You know that manor that's all boarded up? Valdemar Manor?"
Yes, I'm aware.
I've heard people have seen weird lights shining between the slats after dark.
Okay.
Others say they have heard weird noises coming from the ruin. You know, no one's dared go in the house yet.
I am not uninterested.
Yeah.
Do we think
Kinda-
that it's related to the late unpleasant?
I don't know. Nobody's been in there. And the other guy, he just kind of waves off. "I bet you wouldn't make it through the night."
A gold says you're incorrect, sir.
You're on.
Pathana, hold the wagers, please.
Puzzled. You're not sure if this is a ruse to spook you or if something is afoot at Valdemar Manor. But your curiosity seems to get the better of you. You know just who to gather to sate your innate curiosity.
Yeah, I am.
Who do you seek out first?
I seek out Mizuki, my friend's daughter, who I know has begun to acquire a certain set of skills.
That's not ominous at all.
Okay. Where?
Sorry.
Where would Mizuki be found?
After breakfast, Mizuki would be at the cathedral.
What do we see Mizuki doing as... did you say your name, Matt?
No, I didn't. I am Duriali Coombs.
What do we see Mizuki doing as Duriali Kuntz?
Mizuki.
Actually, what does Mizuki look like?
Mizuki is going to be looking like a tall Tian girl with long black hair, but shockingly blue eyes. And when Dwariali is coming to find her, she is working on scroll work, helping to transcribe various scrolls for Father Xanthus. Also, there's a very important task, which is doodling in the margins, which is a very time-honored tradition, and Mizuki takes it very seriously.
Right. And how do you approach Dariali?
The door flies open. With a grand gesture, Dariali comes in. Mizuki! Adventures call to us like the siren song of the world.
What sort of adventures?
Valdemar Manor has been shuttered for ages.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go in there. I think we should look. I think we should possibly investigate.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm fine. Okay. When would you like to do this? I still have to do all this for Father Xanthus.
Would an extra set of hands help?
Possibly. Yes, I do have a pile of scrolls there that need to be recatalogued. If you would like to do that.
You want to laugh? As part of my background, do you know what I have? I have lore academia, which I believe is applicable here. Would you say so, Ryan?
Probably.
Put the scrolls in a Dewey Decimal System.
Makes quick work of that.
Question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
My character has the background of Cathedral Child, which I don't know if anybody shares, but am I also there for the same reason?
It would make a ton of sense, dude.
Yeah, I think it would make a ton of sense. So if you could. So
as you start removing the scrolls, you realize my character had actually been somehow piled under them. Like, thank you. This proved a little too heavy. Could you mind giving me a hand with the shelf?
A previously unnoticed case has been solved. The case of the missing scroll burial.
My name is Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. Here, let me help you up.
All right. So what you see is
Jacob. This is Uncle Darialia. This is it. Please get up.
I do, brushing scrolls off of me as respectfully as I see Mizuki. Sorry. Right, filing rather than right. Okay. So you notice that he is actually a young man, human, but with distinctive Nephilim features, which is the second edition Pathfinder version of Tiefling. So he's got a darker reddish skin, the black hair that kind of looks bluish at the right angles, and most prominently, hooves instead of feet. And, how do you I don't. That's kind of, it's very difficult. Look,
horseshoes.
I'm not putting on prosthetic feet just to fit into shoes, okay? Mizuki, you just keep picking on me. We've been over this.
I feel it would be easier on your feet if you were wearing shoes of some sort.
But if I'm wearing shoes, how am I going to kick people?
You shouldn't kick people, Jacob.
Well, yes, but sometimes they're annoying. They pick on me for being a Nephilim, yes.
How dare they?
We can find the kids who are bothering you, and we can have a good nice talk with them.
No, please. Because that just means they're going to have a nice talk with me when you're gone. So let's just all settle down and focus on, what is it we're supposed to be doing?
Well, we're organizing these scrolls, which I have already put into 3 separate piles. These are arcane, these are primal, and these are divine.
Oh, marvelous.
Organized.
And we're doing this now post haste because...
Adventure awaits.
Oh, okay, I'm on board. I'm a 16-year-old guy. I'm like, yes, absolutely, adventure, of course.
That required somewhat less persuading than I expected.
He's somewhat troubled.
It's okay. You can say I'm an orphan out loud.
And there's one other person you feel that would be helpful in your pursuit of adventure. Mark, where would you be found? Your character, not you personally.
My character is a middle-aged man, kind of young, kind of dashing. He has a long bow strapped to his back. But about 20 minutes ago, you would have found him sitting in the corner of the Red Dragon Inn, eating mushroom biscuits.
Okay.
And
so we have our rogue.
more importantly, after hearing Adair and then Dorelia, I'm sorry, can you pronounce that again?
Dariali.
Dariali. Leave in a huff. He kind of slowly gets up and begins following him, finishing the remainder and taking the biscuit in his hand. It's a casual stroll. He's met him before, so he understands how excitable he is and just kind of follows and wanders and watches, not being particularly sneaky. But you kind of get the sense that he knows of him and knows of the people. So as soon as you begin to walk out of the cathedral, once you do, you see him kind of walking up the steps and, hey, Dareel, I heard about that. I heard those guys. I forget their names. It's not important, but I heard that you're going over to a manor to stay the night, and I came not only to
Mushrooms.
not dissuade you. By all means, I think you should go, but tell you it's a bad idea and bear witness to this at minimum.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, they were bad. That's probably why you're still smelling them. Like,
In the manor?
this batch was not good.
Do you think there's going to be mushrooms in the manor?
It is old.
Required aging before you eat them. That's why they didn't taste good. Next time, I will write on the package, do not open until X amount of time has passed. That will help.
Mizuki, what are they talking about?
Yes, a poor cook blade.
I am not entirely sure.
Just could have made them
Wait.
quicker.
Did you cook?
Oh dear.
How dare you! Outrage!
Are there dueling mechanics in this edition?
It's basically just playing Overcooked 2.
or Dave the Diver.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what, you got to slap him with a mitten?
I have oven mitts in my back pockets.
Just for that purpose.
Yeah.
But you know of me, obviously, and I wouldn't say that we're friends, but I absolutely would love to bear witness to this.
I definitely wouldn't
allow
say
me
you were
to
friends. You
follow
ate his
along.
fucking mushrooms.
I believe you owe me a debt. So yes,
I don't know.
I would join you. Join us.
It's not worth, the debt is not worth more than a copper piece, but if that's what you feel.
Outrage, Dorian. Outrage. How dare you? Again.
Please, can we not fight?
In front of the cathedral, can we take it like somewhere down to the docks when I can get some
we just
bits
don't
on
want to
this?
fight. Jacob, stop! No, we don't want to fight. Please, everyone, calm down.
Oh boy.
Clearly, Jacob is an instigator.
Yeah, definitely.
I
It's
seems
that
to be running in the party.
That Nephilim blood.
There's already betting and anyway, I think that dude, his name I don't actually know. Who are you, by the way, Mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if we've met, young precocious child. I'm
This
Dorian.
is
Dorian Farrell.
Okay, Dorian. I think he was just testing those mushrooms for you.
Yes, I did you a favor of eating them, so you did not have to.
New recipes required testing. However, I've been actually dared, dare I say it, to investigate the Valdemar Manor. It's been boarded up, and there are strange sounds, possibly also strange lights that you could see through the windows.
Oh, really?
I propose we investigate.
Oh, yeah. I want to see it. I heard that Mr. Wendell Babbage died there once.
Did he die multiple? No, would I know that? No, maybe I don't. Did he die?
Maybe you heard rumors.
I've absolutely heard rumors. Dorian, are you interested in venturing forth with us?
Yes, I'm sorry. I would like to witness you attempting to go there, but I must caution that how do we know that it's not a gang hideout or somebody using the manor for other illicit or ill-suited purposes? Do you feel that this is an adventure in which you're going to hunt ghosts? I wouldn't want you to get yourself killed.
Oh, I know stuff about ghosts. I'm actually a priest of Nocticula. Well, Father Xanthus says I'm kind of like the first one, since she only became a goddess recently, but I feel divine power in me, so, yeah.
That's rather interesting. I didn't realize Nocticula was had her own clergy. That's
Well, I mean,
wow.
neither did Father Xanthus, but Aunt Yava says that the shrine is blessed by Nocticula and needs a priest, and that's why I've been getting education from Father Xanthus, because nobody actually knows what the Church of Nocticula is, since she's kind of new at this whole goddess thing.
I would be interested in talking to you about this. Having said that, first, investigate. And, Dorian, you make a good point. It could be the home of thieves or gang members. But if there are such things there, would it not be better for us to ferret them out for the betterment of the town? I'm just saying.
I don't disagree, and I would love to help with that, but a gang will kill you quicker than the ghost that our friend may believe. Just must be careful. Are you up for that? Or potential violence?
I told you I have healing. The gang will not kill you quickly with me around.
So the gang
I don't need to be healed if I'm not shot.
We won't know what's there until we investigate.
Exactly. An investigation is, in fact, my middle name.
And definitely out of character, this feels like a Scooby-Doo thing.
And with that, you guys walk off into the dust of Sandpoint streets, waiting for night to fall.
So we walk into the sunset until it sets, and then we walk into Valdemar Manor.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just after
essentially.
breakfast, so we can get second breakfast.
We prepare. How about 11's?
Sorry, out of game real quick. I was searching for the name of the gang. I don't know if it's Bunyip. Like, I didn't know if we
Oh, the
wanted to
Bunyip
settle
Club,
on
yeah.
pronunciation. Okay.
Bunyip Club? Yeah.
I was literally staring at it. I was like, I don't know how they'll pronounce this. Like,
It's actually the name of a monster that I don't know if you remember, but it had a cave on the coast, and that was one of the potential encounters, I think, around Thistletop.
Yes.
All right. So nighttime falls. After you sneak down to the old mansion and search the grounds, you find some loose boards over a window into the manor's kitchen.
Yeah.
Just where Derry Alley wants to go.
Let's not eat anything in here, please.
You you pry them loose, then spend an hour exploring the manor's dusty, abandoned interior. You fight with some giant spiders that have moved into the ground floor and an entire swarm of them upstairs. In the manor attic, you're attacked by several unsettling, leathery homunculi that appear to have been left behind by one of the Valdemars, and finally settle in for the night. Night increasingly filled with creepy sounds, strange lights, and an unexpected attack.
By the way, Mizuki,
So-
I proved to you why I shouldn't be wearing shoes by stomping on spiders.
But you're
Kind of
also making
amazing.
more noise on the floor.
All right. To make it through and overcome this, you guys can choose from 3 checks. DC something Arcana, DC something Weapon or Spell Attack, or a Stealth. So with the Arcana, you are discovering clues.
Yeah, that's. I'm definitely doing Arcana.
I am not trained in Arcana, and I am even worse than untrained in stealth because I'm wearing noisy armor. So in my case, it's going to be a weapon or spell attack. And as I have been implying, my hooves are actually weapons that I'm trained with. So I am going to use weapons or spells are actually the same amount. So I'm gonna hoof it.
All right. So we got Derry Alley. Gonna roll Arcana. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. First roll of the campaign. Here we
Yeah,
go.
let's get it out.
Come on. That's a 14. That is a 21.
All right. Jacob is going to try and fight his way through with hooves.
Get him, buddy.
That is a total of 17.
17. All right. Not off to a bad start. Mark, what is Dorian going to do?
He's going to attack.
He's going to attack. All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
11.
11. And then Brian, what are you going to do?
Mizuki will be rolling Arcana as well.
Ooh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Buddy 14s.
It's a 17.
17 on the Arcana. All right. So 17 and 21 on the Arcana are successes.
Yes.
Regular successes.
Love that.
What about the attacks?
The attacks. The 17 is a success. However,
Yes.
the 11 is a regular failure. So that is 3 successes. You guys have overcome this. So in triumph, I will go to entry 4.
Woo!
You made it through the night. Turns out that the source of the weird sounds and strange lights was an infestation of gremlins led by a Jenkins sorcerer named Merzel that had invaded the Valdemar cellar. The creatures crept up in the middle of the night to attack your group, but you were ready and handily defeated them in battle, then chased Merzel back into a previously hidden secret room in the basement. Therein, you discovered an old taxidermy of the Sandpoint Devil, cunningly stitched together from the parts of a dead horse, a giant bat, and a giant lizard. At this point, Dariali, you felt like some itching and maybe some pain, and noticed maybe some glowing come from underneath your clothing.
Yes.
With your rune scar?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
You just feel like there's some kind of magical energy that you might not have experienced until now.
Yep, that's definitely a thing that I would feel. The one over on my cheek just kind of starts to burn and even emit a little bit of light. I glow a little in the dark.
So what do the rest of us see? Because I do have light.
Exactly that, dude.
Oh, it glows like light.
It glows like light. Like not I won't say like a light spell, because Jesus, what is it? Bright light within 20 is the light spell? Yeah, no, I do not emit that much light.
No, it just some kind of like a glowing, faint glow.
Like a glow stick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, or a cytelish mushroom, maybe.
Yes.
See, this is what happens when you eat too many mushrooms.
No, I
think it's what happens when you don't eat enough mushrooms.
I thought you were just prepping for a rave.
Perhaps a light switch rave? System is down.
The cheat is grounded.
Wouldn't know Majesty if it bit him in the face.
Show you consummate bees.
I got mad at the cheat.
Carry on, Ryan.
I'm so sorry.
When you see this taxidermy of the Sandpoint Devil, you were convinced that you'd met the real thing, just for a moment.
Oh yeah, 100%. And when it was started to move.
But then it was just an animated construct left behind as a guardian, one that ended up helping you defeat Merzel when the Jinkin drew the construct's attention. You managed to defeat the taxidermy Sandpoint Devil, in part thanks to Merzel's desperate magic, and found a fair amount of treasures and trinkets scattered around the laboratory. When the sun rose, you all snuck out of the manor with your pockets full of loot and returned home.
Yay.
Of course, you told no one about what you had been up to all night, since you weren't supposed to break into Valdemar Manor.
Fuck, we didn't.
There's 3 gold waiting for me at the Rusty Dragon from those 2.
I actually want to make a lore check, since you have given me Babbage Town lore.
Okay.
The lore drop.
For what happened to the Sandpoint Devil in my campaign.
Yeah.
But no, I've never heard of the Sandpoint Devil.
You've heard rumors that the Sandpoint Devil was killed, but you also heard rumors that the Sandpoint Devil was fought on Chopper's Isle and flew off.
Well, no, clearly the Sandpoint Devil is fake. I mean, we just saw one.
It's not
true.
fake.
Right.
What?
You believe that to be the Sandpoint Devil. All right.
I do.
And you just defeated it handily.
Exactly.
Truly,
Your reward. You discovered a fair amount of treasure in the hidden room in the Valdemar basement. Trinkets you decided to keep for yourselves. Surely, if the Valdemar still wanted it, they would have taken these things with them when they moved to Magnamar years ago. Each one of you can select from the following items as a reward. A 2nd level common talisman of your choice, a 2nd level common elixir or a dose of silver salve, 2 scrolls containing any 2 common 1st level arcane or occult spells of your choice, or 2 minor healing potions. Did you guys have anything picked out already?
It's got to be common, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with the safe bet and pick the healing potions because I haven't really looked at any kind of talismans or elixirs. And as a divine caster, the arcane and occult spells aren't going to be useful to me.
Okay.
I'm going to be going with the potions as well.
I am grabbing a second level elixir, which I will be using to break down and turn into a recipe for my book.
Okay.
I am grabbing comprehension elixir. Comprehension elixir. After drinking this elixir, you can understand any words you could read as long as they're written in a common language. This elixir doesn't automatically allow you to understand codes or extremely esoteric passages. You still need to attempt a skill check to decipher writing. But this seems exciting for me.
All right. And Mark, what about you? What's Dorian take?
Dorian cannot quickly find a level 2 common talisman, so he's going to take the healing potions.
You don't have to take it quickly. If you don't have an idea and you would like to look at the talismans, go ahead and look them over later and whatnot. And
Oh,
I don't think it'll matter for while we go through this. So
in that case,
Okay.
can we decide later?
absolutely,
Okay,
I'll let you decide later.
but we also get 20 gold.
You
Gold
also,
or-
yes, you each gain 20 gold pieces.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to add that right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please, all of you add 20 gold pieces to your character sheets.
love that for me.
And if anybody
And-
asks, this was not Voldemort property. This was the squatters.
Absolutely. And
That's
with
how
that,
adventuring works.
Is it? Yes. So yes, of course it is. Yes.
with that, you also rise to level 2.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
It's also where we get the free archetypes.
Yes. So,
Are we going to talk about what we're leveling to here, folks?
I am a champion of Nicticula. Maybe even the first one, since she's brand new goddess.
I'm sorry, Dee. I apologize. I'm sorry.
What? It happens. They laugh first, then
They all laughed.
I am going to be her champion, and I am going to carry her light, darkness, shadow into the world. Yes.
Okay.
So, Dimitri, did you get what did you get it to?
The champion dedication. So
Okay.
my
Is it
character is cleric to begin with. And
Oh, okay.
the free archetype is going to be champion. And for a class feat, let me see. I actually have it written out someplace. And I will tell you exactly what I'm getting. For a class feat, I'm getting emblazoned armament. So
Nice.
this is something that takes 10 minutes to activate. And I can choose it to be for the weapon or for the shield. And I'm picking the shield. It lasts for a year.
Oh,
Yeah. For a weapon, it would give an extra point of damage. But for a shield, it gives an extra point of hardness. So if I happen to be standing on the front lines and I happen to block something with the shield, which I can do because I'm going with the War Priest doctrine, the extra point of hardness is actually going to reduce more damage. So over time, this is going to be good for my health, literally.
you are not kidding.
Very nice.
But unfortunately, the champion dedication is rather demanding. So I have to have both a strength and the charisma of 2. However, because it gives things that a cleric of Nicticula already has, I basically get 2 free skills. And I think it's going to be important for me to pick up diplomacy and intimidation, since I might as well do something with that charisma.
Okay. Step on my toes
but
there. Which little hooves?
You know what? I'm just helping. I'm helping. I look up to Big Sis, but I'm also going to be crafting, because in Pathfinder 2, in order to repair a broken shield, which is gonna get smashed by things in the front line, you need to be able to craft. So I was already trained in it, but now I have assurance.
Ooh, what is assurance, Dimitri?
Well, it tells me that
Garbage.
my roll is it's garbage for people who are actually rolling the check. But if you happen to have garbage as your bonus to roll, Assurance goes, it's a 10. And
Well, it's a 10 plus your proficiency and not your stat modifiers.
It doesn't use your int
Anything,
in case of crafting. It doesn't use your circumstance or whatever bonuses. It just goes, well, you get your proficiency and be happy with that 10. Given that I am spreading myself so thin in terms of attributes and my int is not getting boosted, assurance is actually the only way I can reliably repair the shields that are going to get broken instead of my face.
Well, we'll endeavor to not break your face.
No, but you will probably end up in combats in which you will want me to be in front of you, and I will want the shield to be in front of me.
Well, if you get hurt, I can make you better.
So can I. However, you can't really make my shield better.
No.
That is the thing I want hurt first, because then I don't.
What about Dorian? What is
Let's come back to him.
Let's come back to Dorian.
He's just picking his skill feat. I can give you the first two, since the skill is probably less important, but I'm scrambling to find the one that I am. So not sexy in regards to the class feats. He's just going to take favorite train underground, in line with his backstory, but for his free archetype, he will take a rogue dedication. And skill feat, yet TBD.
Okay. What about Mizuki?
Mizuki, for her class feat, is taking scroll thaumaturgy, because that just lets me activate any scroll, which I feel is pretty useful. As the free archetype, I'm picking up the martial dedication. So I'm going to be very, very helpfully inspiring people to be better while I stand behind them. And then for my skill feat, I am taking risky surgery.
Okay. I love risky surgery. That is just so much fun.
I find the idea hilarious. I do.
I will definitely help you out, but it may hurt a little bit.
I wonder if you kill anybody in the process of healing them.
Well, you deal damage from risky surgery first before applying the healing. So you can potentially down them, but assuming that you are successful, then they take the critical healing anyway.
Right.
Oh, there is actually something that I forgot to mention about becoming the champion that is going to be obvious to you guys. So, there's a 15-foot emanation around me that is my aura.
Mm-hmm.
How does it manifest?
It doesn't.
What do you mean?
If I was an actual champion, I'd have abilities that you'd notice in this aura. But the way it was written, the archetype doesn't actually give you the aura. They had to errata it in.
You still get it. But we both have an aura, which is nice.
Holiness. But I have a cause. My cause is redemption. And if you don't know anything about Nocticula, that's fine. Nobody does. But it's not the same kind of redemption as Sarenrae. Be redeemed or die by the sword. Well, it's kind of listen, have you considered just rethinking your choices and going home instead of being in combat with us? Because that's kind of how Nocticula got to be goddess instead of the demon lord of the succubi. She was like, can I just get out of this whole demonic game, maybe? And then she did. Nobody really expected that, but hey, she's like, have you considered maybe just not?
Yes, but what if we don't?
That's exactly what I'll be offering our enemies. Have you considered not?
And then what does Dariali's level 2 look like?
I've been poking around with and playing around with PF2 stuff pretty much since we decided we were doing Seven Dooms and since we finished Rusthenge. So this is one of many characters I've made, but the one that I keep coming back to. Dariali is an investigator, so investigators get a lot of stuff at level, which is just so much fun. For my class feat, I got what's called Shared Stratagem. Basically, one of my abilities is called Devising a Stratagem. It gives me bonuses to hit and damage against my target, the one who I am strategizing against. If I hit somebody with that attack, the creature is off guard to that ally on the next turn that ally makes against that creature before the start of my next turn. So that's pretty fabulous. I like that a lot.
Okay.
The skill feat I took is called Root Magic. Root Magic essentially allows me to put together a little pouch with reagents in it. Think kind of hoodoo, but I don't really want to get into the cultural aspect. Not the cultural aspect. I don't want it to be me taking from that culture, but the idea is it gives somebody a saving. The first time that day that an ally attempts a saving throw against a spell or haunt, they get a +1 circumstance bonus to the roll. It increases to +2 if I'm an expert, which will happen soon, or a +3 if I'm legendary. Now, my free archetype is the Wandering Chef dedication.
Hell yes.
What?
It's the best fucking thing. I am a wandering chef. Doriali has always been interested in other cultures, knows a ton of languages, got very much into food in Varizia. And then when Doriali met up with Mitsuki's mom and they started talking about food, and Doriali learned Tien and has really gotten into the food of that region and is now a wandering chef in that tradition. Basically, I took the alchemical sciences methodology for investigators. Investigators get all kinds of cool stuff. I really am enjoying this. So I'm already an alchemist, but now I'm an alchemist who cooks, and my food is delightful.
Companion waffles.
Yep, companion waffles.
Are you going to be Gordon Ramsay? Walking
No, I want to be Uncle Roger. I think that's more appropriate, just as long as I'm not Jamie Oliver. No, but in all seriousness, it's a good time. I will be prepping food at the beginning of the day. A lot of the food that I cook will give bonuses for the entire day. One of them I actually was talking to Dimitri about ages ago that gives him bonuses to repair his shields. There's a lot of really good synergies there. And also, it's just fun and silly, and I'm going to be hitting people with a waffle iron.
Just squishing their head between the two sides of it.
Oh, yeah.
Turning their noggin into a waffle.
Oh, yeah. And I've got tons of other really great stuff that I'll be able to do for the party that I think is a good time. I do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
So that's me.
All right. Well, thank you for all of that. And we are going to move on to our next little adventure in this.
Did I miss, or did you not mention, Mark, what Dorian is going with for an archetype?
No, he said
rogue.
Oh,
rogue away.
My bad.
So you'll have somebody to pick locks for you.
I was already assuming that he was that kind of guy. So I didn't really know.
Because I'm such a good actor, you couldn't fucking figure it out.
No. That must be it, yes.
But as word spreads on Sandpoint about your night at Valdemar Manor, you are approached by guards who have, you've been approached to be guards on a trip to the city of Magnamar, the city of monuments. But you've also heard about a ghoulish plot by an undead necromancer. Mm-hmm. Which job would you like to take?
Fighting undead seems like something Father Xanthus has been really trying to instill in me, and Nocticula has the holy dedication. So destroying unholy things is, yes, absolutely. As a newly minted champion of Nocticula, I will step up to this challenge. Who comes with me?
I shall join you.
Okay.
Absolutely. Love to.
We shall
ghoulish plots.
Yeah, it's true. And
investigate this necromancer plot and eliminate any undead. They are very, very resistant to the whole, redemption thing. I mean, I'll ask, but
are we to assume that the undead will be mindless and thus immune to you? But if there is in fact a necromancer involved, perhaps you can redeem him.
Yes, I believe you bring the head in and redeem it with the city guard.
No.
All right, the other redeem. Yes, thanks, Mizuki. I keep mixing them up.
Some 17 years ago, a nest of ghouls infested an old manor further down the coast. While Sandpoint's boneyard seems relatively free from the influence of undead, this isn't for lack of trying. So when your group started to hear rumors of a necromancer's plot to plunder an ancient ruin, you knew what you had to do. Local priest of Desna, Abstelar Xanthus, supplied your group with some extra healing potions and vials of holy water to arm you for the fight ahead. After some investigation, your group learned that the necromancer was a man named Grismere, who had taken up residence at an abandoned farm to the southeast of town on the edge of the Woodmore. When you reached the old farm, the partially collapsed barn and the ruined farmhouse were the least interesting points. More notable was the excavation in one of the fallow fields that had revealed a once-buried ancient stone shrine devoted to some sort of fiend god. The shrine had a trapdoor that led down to a secret dungeon below the moors, in which Grismere had already begun the task of assembling his undead platoon.
Ooh.
To overcome this, religion, to use your knowledge of how to fight undead, you can do a weapon or spell attack to fight your foes, or you can use a medicine check to be able to treat the necromantic diseases and afflictions your group is exposed to.
I am replete with knowledge. I'll be rolling religion.
As will I.
Okay. Religion. I assume probably Jacob religion as well?
Yes, absolutely. Mizuki and Jacob were both training at the cathedral.
Yeah.
So we probably both have the knowledge, even if Jacob has less of it.
There's actually no knowledges that Mizuki does not have.
And
there you go. Jacob has definitely a lot less, but some.
What will Dorian be rolling?
Another attack.
All right, why don't we get that attack roll and those religion rolls?
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, fabulous. Those look great. Oh. Okay.
All right, Dorian, what did you get?
23 to hit.
Fabulous.
23 to hit is going to be a success. Misuki.
19.
19 is also a success. And Dariali.
I got a 16 religion.
16 religion is also a success. And last but not least, Jacob.
I've got a 19 as well.
That is 4 successes. Triumph again. Look at this. This is too easy.
Father Xanthus taught us well.
Really did. And taught us to work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
What entry are we going to, Ryan?
13.
Thank you.
Vanquishing the dead. It turns out that the necromancer Grismere was undead himself, a ghoul whose actual plans weren't to raid Sandpoint, but to track down a lost temple to the demon lord Cabriri that was rumored to be hidden somewhere in the Sandpoint hinterlands. He was only half right when he dug up the buried temple here. The shrine was devoted not to Cabriri, but to a different demon lord, Braxis, Lord of Forbidden Lore. Your group explored the temple and clashed not only with Grismere's minions, but a host of fiendish serpents and minor demons left behind by the temple's original inhabitants. While at first you may have suspected the ruins were of Thessalonian make, it soon became apparent that, while still quite old, this temple to Abraxas was much more recent. Only 1,000 years old rather than 10,000. The final battle against Grismere was harrowing, but you survived, and in his notes you discovered his plans to seek his true quarry elsewhere in the Sandpoint hinterlands. That site actually exists or is little more than unsettling rumor? No one can say.
That's one of the 7 dooms.
Your group recovered a fair amount of treasure during the exploration of the Abraxian shrine, but Abstelar also rewarded you well for the services of defeating an undead necromancer before he established himself as a significant local threat. Each PC selects one of the following: a common +1 weapon of your choice, or +1 hand wraps of mighty blows, a suit of full plate emblazoned with images sacred to Abraxas, but Abstelar pays to have those unsavory features reworked to the faith and or imagery of your choice, or a common worn permanent magic item 2nd level or lower, or a leather case containing 3 shots of common magic ammunition of your choice, or a single scroll of a common 2nd level spell.
Okay. I'm taking.
Anybody have ideas on that?
Taking the hand wraps.
Taking the hand wraps. Ooh.
I'm actually wondering if those hand wraps of mighty blows can go around my ankles.
Well, they apply
so I can
all of your
kick people.
yeah.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
You know what? As long as you're wearing shoes.
No. No shoes.
They will be shoes of mighty blows.
Is that your anathema there, Dimitri?
Does not wear shoes. I never wear shoes because they make me fall down.
Hagador.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a full plate. I am proficient. Well, or I will be. No. Actually, as part of becoming a champion of Nocticula, I became proficient with heavy armor because I was already proficient with medium armor as a war priest. However, it's still a little bit heavy. So I'm going to take it home and work on it myself to rework the imagery using the Assurance crafting. So I'm not actually erasing the Abraxas imagery, but I'm turning it into Nocticula says don't, basically. I'm working Nocticula into the imagery.
Cross it out.
No, like Nocticula's leading those demons away from Abraxas. Nocticula's going, you shouldn't be doing that type deal. Just reworking the imagery using crafting, especially because Auntie Ayava, who maintains the Shrine of Nocticula in Babbagetown, which we'll talk about later, is a gifted carver of statuary, originally from Magnamar, or Points Beyond. And she is the one who had been teaching Jacob crafting. So she can actually guide him into appropriate imagery for this particular religious cause.
Nocticula.
I mean, it used to be romantically entwined succubi, and that's a direct quote.
Yeah, this is also why Jacob is not allowed to doodle in the margins of the scrolls.
Right.
Well,
All right. So
he doesn't have to. He goes back to the shrine, and those statues of the succubi are right there. He's like, I've seen it before. Why would I put this on these scrolls? These go on the Nocticula scrolls.
all right. So we got full plate and a +1 hand wraps of mighty blows. Dariali.
I am a little sad that it is only common weapons, as neither of the weapons that I've chosen are common. So I will take a +1 short sword.
Okay. And what about Dorian?
It was a level 2 common magic item was one of those options. Is that correct?
Yes.
The third?
Yep. Common worn permanent magic item.
I haven't gotten into that, so I'll actually take a +1 longbow.
Is this another one of those we can pick later?
Yeah. You want to come back to it? We can.
Yeah, I mean, can I just rain check the next 2 selections we're going to have to do there?
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure the next ones are going to be, a +3 rare.
+3 is probably like
It's a little far down the line.
way down the line.
I don't think we're going to get to those.
All right. You also get 2 vials of holy water and 25 gold pieces each.
Like gold?
And 3rd level.
I love that.
Just said
Yay.
25 gold. Okay.
Yes.
So
You guys can go ahead and level up to a 3rd.
We right-click the wizard hat.
Yep.
Left-click.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Well, no, you put on your rogue and wizard hat.
LOL.
Something that also I forgot to mention last time, with the first adventure, your reputation among the townsfolk increased by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that increased to 1. And with this one, your reputation with the Sandpoint Cathedral increased by 1 to 13.
Hey, at 3rd, yet another skill feat for the skill monkey that I am.
Before I move us to the next adventure, anything exciting that you guys want to share for 3rd level?
I was just going to say, can we very quickly lemon law within this build here, or no? I have a first level general training feat that I took that got preempted by a skill increase, I guess, at level 3. So can I lemon law that?
Sure.
Oh yeah. All right. That's my exciting thing for level 3.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you have, Dimitri?
Well, I'm increasing my crafting, I am now proficient with martial weapons because I'm a war priest, but I'm never actually going to use them because my hooves serve that purpose. I mean, technically, since we've been adventuring together, I do mention that Nocticula's holy weapon is actually a dagger. And because I'm a war priest, it's a stabbier dagger than usual.
Stabbier than usual.
Yes, if I stab somebody with Nocticula's sanctified dagger, they get a d6 damage instead of a d4 because it's normally a d4.
Okay.
It's a whole feat. It's called deadly simplicity.
No, it's a hoof.
Well, that's why I'm just kicking people because it's easier. I don't have to draw the hoof. But for the feat, I'm picking up Ancestral Paragon, which lets me pick an ancestry feat. And for that, I'm picking up Natural Ambition, which lets me pick a class feat.
Another class feat.
And for the class feat, I'm picking Healing Hands. Because I have the healing font, when I roll the heals from it, they are d10s, not d8s.
That'll be helpful.
It will.
All right. Derry Alley, anything exciting?
I think so. I get skill feats like every other level. So I end up with a really rich range of things I could do. I took the skill feat Improvised Tool. You can jury-rig solutions when you don't have proper tools on hand. You can attempt to repair without a repair kit. If you have raw materials available, you can craft so many things, including replacement thieves' sticks, thieves' tools, torches, long tool, short tool, ladder, hammer, like all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay.
The other one that I like and really dovetails nicely with the alchemist thing is I took Inventor. We haven't really talked about downtime, but during downtime, I will be able to research formulas to add to my book, including uncommon or rare formulae. And I just thought that would be a fun and exciting way to play around with downtime.
Okay, cool.
And I am also apparently, I am a pretty good thief, just not as good as Dorian.
And what about Mizuki?
Mizuki is becoming an expert at medicine. Also expert at reflex saves, which is kind of nice. And for a feat, taking robust health, which gives a circumstance bonus equal to your level when from a successful treat wounds or battle medicine, and you're only immune to battle medicine for an hour instead of a day.
I love that.
Nice.
So do I.
I think I have that later on.
Somehow I mispicked the Healing Hands and clicked Harming Hands instead. So I'm fixing that.
I don't know, Dimitri.
I misclicked, I swear.
All right. We're going to move on to the third adventure.
Woo-hoo.
Is this the third Doom?
More dooms.
You guys haven't even reached the dooms yet.
There's a lot of...
Your repute as local adventurers is growing. Your next adventure promises to be the most dangerous one yet. What does it entail? You could explore a haunted building in the middle of town. You could explore ancient Thessalonian dungeon, or you confronted an eerie secret society hiding out in a sea cave.
I gotta be honest, Derry Alley would definitely be all up in the ancient Thessalonian dungeon, especially since my background is, and I quote, Rune Lord Scholar.
Well, we all know my stance. If it's haunted, then maybe it's Are haunts undead, or are they a separate type?
Haunts are haunts.
I think they're separate.
But does divine channeling or healing font do stuff against them?
Sometimes.
Then sometimes, maybe. I would like to go for that haunted building in the middle of town. But that's not really...
Got to vote for haunt? Vote for Thessalonian dungeon? What does Dorian want to do?
He just wants to do the underwater cave so that the decision falls to somebody else.
All right. Okay. Mizuki, you're the deciding vote.
Is rolling a goddamn D3 because I said these all sound really good, so... Thessalonian dungeon it is.
Okay.
All right.
To the Thessalonian dungeon we go.
I love this. A brand new old dungeon.
Yay!
Legacies of Thassalon can be found throughout Sandpoint and the town hinterlands. Some are impossible to miss, like the town's old light or the toppled statue of Karzug, whose fallen head is known today as Thistletop. Others are well hidden and come to light in surprising ways, such as the old shrine to Lamashtu under central Sandpoint that was exposed to the air 17 years ago after a sinkhole formed above it. The group, known as the Rune Watchers, are Sandpoint's newest faction, but they've risen swiftly in local prominence and power as a result of their knowledge about Thassalon. Having local experts on ancient dangers that increasingly pose threats to the town will do that. As knowledgeable as they are, though, the Rune Watchers are largely scholars or retired adventurers, folks who have little interest in the field work element of going out and gathering more information about Thassalon's legacy. When rumors of a new Thassalonian complex in the hinterlands begin to circulate, the Rune Watchers turn to Sandpoint's up-and-coming adventurers. You guys. These rumors suggest an old complex is hidden within or below the towering sea stacks east of town, a location known as the Three Cormorants. The Rune Watchers approach your group with a request to explore these 3 sea stacks, providing you with some resources in the form of a tattered map fragment hinting at the location of hidden dungeon entrances are well known today as the nesting grounds for a group of harpies. They also warn you that you might have some competition. Rumors that the complex in question was an alchemical laboratory once run by an agent of Rune Lord Karzug have already leaked enough that there's been talk of rival adventurers making the trip to this brand new old dungeon. End quotes. The Rune Watchers hope your group can get there first, or if not, at least make what discoveries you can before rival adventurers plunder or destroy the site. You can, to overcome this, roll diplomacy, a weapon or spell attack, or performance.
Diplomacy is my specialty.
Diplomacy is something I'm trained in.
I am really not good at any of this, so I will chuck things at
And when in doubt, stab it out.
All right.
I'm sorry, it was diplomacy. What?
Diplomacy, weapon or spell attack, or performance.
I'm going to do an attack.
All right. So the diplomacy is to navigate the complex politics present in those who now dwell in the dungeon. And then the attack is to fight your foes. Go ahead and give me your rolls.
I'm thinking that I should be using a hero point. Yeah.
Mizuki, on the other hand, rolled a 20 for diplomacy.
Good call.
20 for diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely a lot better. That is 10 better, in fact.
Jacob is below 10, so I'm going to spend a hero point and roll that diplomacy again. Wow! That's worse. Way worse.
All right. So we had Misuki rolled a 20 on diplomacy. That will net you a success. What about Jacob?
Well, I had a total of 9 on my diplomacy because I rolled a 2. And then I spent a hero point to re-roll the 2 into a 1.
Okay.
So that's a failure that becomes a critical failure, I'm afraid.
That is a critical failure. All right. So we are at
Net 0?
0 successes. Jerry Alley, did you succeed?
Initially, I rolled a 1, and I used a hero point and got 10 more. That put me at a 19.
19. That is a single success. All right. This falls to Dorian.
After using his hero point, Dorian improved from an initial 13 to hit to a 12 to hit.
We do not normally call that improvement.
Yeah, I would know.
If you're playing golf, maybe.
With 2 successes, you go down in defeat.
God damn it.
Hey.
So what happens in defeat?
We hang our heads in shame and start over.
All right, everybody get backup characters, yeah?
Do I?
The harpies who rule the 3 cormorants gave you a fair bit of trouble, and perhaps you should have taken that struggle to heart before pressing on into the dungeons below. It was obvious that a rival group had already entered the complex, but when they ambushed your group, things quickly turned bad, especially when the conflict released an ancient alchemical abomination that slaughtered the rival group and nearly did you in as well. It was more luck than skill that enabled your group's panicked escape from the dungeon before you could properly explore its secrets. The repercussions of your failure in the ancient alchemy lab are unfortunate, but what bits of lore you managed to discover are better than nothing. Between what minor treasures you were able to scavenge and the pittance paid to you by the Rune Watchers, you each earn 30 gold pieces and advance to level 4.
I don't hate that.
Do we also get a hero point for having failed?
Sure. I was going to give you hero points anyway to start. What's next?
But that's a total of 30 gold for this, despite the failure.
Yes, they did. Yeah. All right. So leveling up.
Jesus, we actually have a decent amount of money.
For once.
You know, can't suck all the time.
Oh, I mean, I think we can.
Do I want to dare us? No.
Then stop phrasing it like a challenge.
All right. So you guys can hit the wizard hat on your character sheets and level up to level 4. If you have some interesting things that you are taking, would love to hear them.
I find this character absolutely fascinating. So every level, I'm gonna be like, this is so cool.
He is taking breach defenses for her class feat, which gives another benefit to a successful exploit vulnerability action, essentially allowing to bypass a resistance if it's bypassable. Also taking continual recovery, which is very, very useful for keeping the party alive, since apparently we like to fuck up when it counts.
And you were worried that we'd have too many hero points.
No, I was never worried about that.
Well, I was.
And for the free archetype, taking the inspiring martial stance, basically making a diplomacy check to enter a stance and giving a bonus to attack rolls in an aura and a bonus to mental effects.
Okay.
Dorian is still selecting a skill feat, but the ranger class feats at 4 aren't great, so he's just going to take Hunter's Aim, because I'd flavor taken a favor terrain. But the archetype feat is actually pretty cool. I get Sneak Attacker, which, although I don't think it's as powerful as a rogue, still gets a 1d6 ranged sneak attacks.
Love that.
Which I think is actually a cool change from PF, the first edition, where it was real onerous to be like a ranged sneak attacker, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of going through the skill feats right now, of which there are many.
There are.
Yeah, you're not kidding. My class feat is Alchemical Discoveries. At level, I learn the formula for 2 alchemical items every time I level up instead of 1. There is a class feature called the Versatile Vials, where I essentially get alchemist fires that I can turn into other things, but instead of 4, I now have 5. No, instead of 4, I now have 6. And then we move on to my free archetype feat, which is called Morning Side Dishes. I get 5 alchemical. I essentially, like a spellcaster, I am able to do preparations in the morning. Mine, I can create 5 alchemical food consumables during my daily preparations. I also get what is called Advanced Alchemy. What it does is it allows me... Yeah, it just allows me to prepare pretty much as a spellcaster alchemical consumables without the normal cost or time expenditure. So I have a list as long as my arm of things I can make. Some of them are food, some of them are elixirs, some of them are tools. And so what I essentially can do is every day I can say I have these things.
Okay.
And on my end, the skill feat is going to be magical crafting because, again, in order to repair magical shields, you need to be able to craft them in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. But my other 2 options are actually going to be rather synergicious, if I may use that word.
I literally don't know what it means.
They have synergy. Oh, sorry, corporate speak.
Oh!
They work together well. Anyway, so... what I'm picking for the class feat for Cleric is raise symbol. So when I strongly present the holy symbol of Nocticula, I get a +2 circumstance bonus to saving throws until the start of my next turn. And if I actually succeed against a vitality or void effect, I get a critical success instead. But if I am using a shield that I've emblazoned armaments on, it counts as the holy symbol. So when I use this feat, I get the effect of raising a shield. And when I raise the shield, I get the effect of this feat. So basically, every time I raise my shield, I'm going to get +2 to saves. And for the archetype, I'm picking Basic Devotion, which gives me a champion feat. And the feat I'm going with is Defensive Advance. So for 2 actions, I can stride and raise my shield at the same time. And if I end up next to an enemy, I can kick them.
Beautiful.
So, Demon, just so I'm clear, you are going to be doing unarmed attacks, not hitting people with your shield, or are you going to be doing both?
The shield is for blocking attacks.
Understood.
So
Okay.
anything that ups hardness is great because it means the shield blocks more damage and takes longer to break. Given the emblazoned armaments, I will definitely want it to be raised, but I'll probably at some point just start taking attacks to hit points because keeping the shield up and giving me the bonus might be more important than having the shield break and save me some HP.
Understood.
But generally, I really wasn't envisioning this character as a dedicated melee attacker, mostly stand up there, defend you guys while you guys are doing your things, and occasionally kick things that are next to me so that they know I'm also a threat. But hey, I do have spells that will turn unarmed attacks into it's the runic weapon equivalent for unarmed attacks. Essentially get an extra die. And I can't always just pull out that dagger, which is more deadly in my hands because it's blessed by Nocticula as her favorite weapon, and start stabbing things in the reachable appendages and or face. Whatever happens to present adjacent to me.
Understood.
But generally, not really going to have a lot of ranged things unless they're undead. Then Divine Lansom.
Well, guys, that's where we're going to wrap for tonight. So next week, we'll pick up.
I'm so on the hype train right now.
Choo choo.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
Thank you for listening to Dour Gnome Adventures, a Dour Gnome production. Please share us with your community and drop us a review. It is listeners like you who help build this community. Check out our website, dourgnomeproductions.com, for links to our social media and to join our Discord community. Dour Gnome Productions uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Dour Gnome Productions is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. We are playing through the Pathfinder Adventure Path, 7 Dooms for Sandpoint by James Jacobs. Music and sound effects for this podcast are by Monument Studios. Check them out at monumentstudios.net. Dour Gnome Adventures is the property of Dour Gnome Productions.